Hi guys, I'm getting ready for my trip to Serbia. That's in a few days, and I wanted to give you one more look to my succulent collection. Most of it that I have transitioned outside. I have very little left inside, and I'm going to show you that as well. And before I show you my succulent collection, I wanted to answer your questions about what happened with my garage experiment. Last fall, I decided to try to leave some of my succulents in the garage in the big windows that I have facing east, with the hope, they are have a winter rest there, and my experiment failed. Why? Because end of December, beginning of January, when we got really low temperatures, about minus 20 Celsius, my plants here started freezing because the temperature in the garage dropped below 0 Celsius, and I moved Grapto varieties and Escheverias right in time. I made one video about it, and then after that, I kept them either in the guest room or took some of them to conservatory. I left agaves here, and on my big surprise, two of my agaves froze. And it was not Agave Americana variegata. That one is I have learned it's a plant that can endure a lot. It was Macrosenta and one more variety. And these were not water. They were not sitting in the water. They were not water at all. They just couldn't tolerate the drop in the temperature well. I was really surprised, to be honest. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to leave plants here. It's not insulated, so I'm currently in the garage, and it just, these shelves close to the windows, it just didn't work out. So yeah, let's go inside and take a look how my plant succulent collection is doing. So here on the deck, there is not a lot of organization at the moment. I just wanted to make sure that the plants that are here are covered by the shade cloth, and also that they're as close as possible to the direct sun so they can get like at least 6-7 hours of sunlight. I have all of my cacti here, a lot of my euphorbias, small and big ones, out, and then on the shelves where there is less sunlight than for other plants, that's where I placed crassulas, because last year I had them on the deck facing east south, and they burned so bad. So these guys have been here already 2 weeks, and I can show you close up. They seem to be okay. I don't see stretching, and I don't see stress either. This actually, I'm so upset about this. There has been somebody coming to conservatory and stealing plants, and they pulled some, branches out of, these were all cuttings and really didn't need it to be disturbed because they just rooted. So they pulled some of this plant, and then they left everything, like half of the pot pulled out, and let it dry. So some of these just won't make it, like these few branches that got too long without water. And it was looking so beautiful, so perfect. So really annoying. Um, This one looks pretty good. I don't see stretching. I don't see too much stress. If anything, this one I think got a little paler. I just got this from Gas Farms. I'm inspired to make some arrangements when I'm back for the first time. I always keep plants, separate, one kind in a pot, but maybe I'm gonna do some arrangements. So here's some more crassulas. So trying to protect them, not to get too dried up or burnt. Here is my string of buttons. In the past, I always had it here and it did well. These are all the cuttings that recently rooted, so they're a little bit dehydrated because I redid my pot. Here is my Crassula springtime. A lot of euphorbias, cacti. They have been blooming. Um, This one just finished blooming and is preparing another round of blooms. Mammillarias mostly. Then this one is currently blooming. Astrophytum is getting ready to bloom. I just recently took cuttings of this one. So it's going to take a little while to establish. I'm having it in the pumice. Um, and then there is few varieties of Echeverrias and grapto plants. It's so noisy out that I am leaving here under shade cloth. I didn't want to risk to put them on the deck and on the rain. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do when I'm back. Organize these, do a lot of propagating. So yeah, on the other side of the shade cloth, I have my some of my agaves. They're under rain and under direct sunlight, and they seem to be fine. Another crassula here, variegated one in somewhat shaded spot. And here on top, another sedum that can take a lot of sunlight. This is the only thing that was left in the basement. So all of my uh, cacti that are in the windows are taken out. I clean the shelves. I turn off the lights from the top and bottom shelf and even half of the lights on this shelf. So I just have 4 trays here actually, not a lot of plants, just a few crassulas and few other plants. These are just empty pots where I have propagations of some of euphorbias that are just cuttings. So this is what I was saying, guys. This never happened to me before. I just recently propagated this one, very healthy, and I cut it because it dropped on the ground a month ago and I got the damage. But it was very firm here. It still is. But here in the middle, it feels soft. So I don't know if it's just in a process of drying. So it's a little bit softer. I have no idea, but I'm just hoping it's going to survive. I love this one. And it was looking so perfect. So these are all cuttings of euphorbias. Yeah. I have some propagation of one really cute one. It's growing here. I have been just now doing last watering of these plants that are staying inside. These that are inside usually can wait like 2 weeks, but they will have to be watered at least once when I'm gone. So I just watered them, and I think it's going to be sufficient if one time Amanda waters them. I didn't want to take this one outside because, yeah, I didn't want anything to happen to them. So they're staying here in the window facing south. But as you can see, almost everything is empty here. All those tall ones that I had are outside. Look at how ginormous my climbing aloe is. It's really big. I don't think I have ever had it this wide, and it's shooting babies. So yeah, Kyla. I think all of the pets are getting some anxiety. They have seen my suitcase and they're acting a bit more needy. So let's see what's on the deck. Typically, I keep here my big euphorbia sticks on fire. This one didn't have a luxury to be under the shade cloth, so it went directly in the sun, got burned, and the burned leaves came off. But because it's such a big plant and it has plenty leaves, it's not even noticeable. So you can still see there's some dried up branches, but it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna start putting up new growth. The big crassulas I also couldn't fit on the porch, and they went directly in the sun. My big crassula jade did have a few burned leaves, not as bad actually this year. Hopefully that stays like that. It has some a millibug infestation. Hopefully it's going to be okay while I'm gone. I really want to trim it when I'm back. You can see that the branches are like all over. It's really big. I will probably like to propagate this one as well as this variety. Look how big it is. It was like a branch like that when I got it, and look how big it is. Just year and a half growth. They're looking really pretty. And this one, like a mini jade. I think this one is Hobbit. So yeah, I have some. This is Huernia schneideriana. This one has always been giving me trouble last few years with infestations. Here is my pink granite. A lot of Fred Ives. Mahogany rose. This is actually raindrops that will still have to grow and get the drops. Some propagations of pink granite from the little leaves. You just throw the leaves, and this is just the growth in like a month. Pearl one Nürnberg, and then just a variety of plants, various grapt varieties. This is oh, it's blooming. Huernia zebrina. Debbie, look at how full my cubic frost is. I can't wait to propagate that one. My raindrops that looked amazing last year, and it didn't do very well in the conservatory. So since I brought it here, it started getting some bumps, and I'm gonna propagate it. I know it's gonna look good again. Look at this color, so beautiful. The biggest plant that I had of this same one, Ganso, was stolen. Somebody stole it from the conservatory. I had two of my plants stolen, so that was annoying. um, then here's some other ones that you can see. I have propagated this one so much I filled 3 pots that are currently rooting. So all of these that you're looking at right now, they have been under shade cloth for 3 weeks. So after adjusting them for 2 weeks, I place them now directly in the sun. They're facing east, south, so they're getting sun early in the morning, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then they have sun until early afternoon. These ones get sun all through the afternoon as well, and they also get rain. So they're not covered. Hopefully they're gonna be okay. I usually watch when it's raining, and when they get filled with water, I will blow that water. So I'm not gonna be here for a few weeks. Hopefully there won't be any rotting. Look at the trumpet. This is the same plant that was on the brink of death, and now it has a crested part, regular part, looking really amazing. So yeah, giving me a lot of joy. Then I have on this side few. So this is gonna all get filled up. I'm planning eventually to reorganize all this when I'm back. For now, I think these are okay. Have been outside for a few weeks already. So yeah, that is it, guys. I will be doing a lot of propagation when I'm back of Echeverias, Chrysoulas, Euphorbias. So looking forward to make those videos. See you soon.